Hello church family, I hope this video finds you well. Today is Ash Wednesday and it marks the beginning of our Lenten season, which is in the Christian liturgical calendar, the season where we spend 40 days of fasting and prayer for the things that concern us and the things on our hearts. And so today I just want to encourage you to look at the flyer that was sent out via our Venice Church email system, and in that you'll receive a prompt. And this week we're going to focus on Ukraine and praying for God's will to be done there, for peace, praying for however way the Lord leads you. And as we enter into prayer and fasting, I just want to talk to you about what fasting is. I know fasting can sound kind of scary sometimes, or kind of like intimidating, but it is what Jesus did as he was in the desert, and that's why it's included in our liturgy. Basically, it's an opportunity for us to let go of something that is of comfort to us, and in that sacrifice of that item, we spend time in prayer and reflection as that is given up to the Lord. And it's a season that we can use that time to pray for others as well as ourselves and different concerns that we have. So the calendar that we sent out gives you prompts for each week. And as we've been reading in Nehemiah and studying in Nehemiah, we see that in the first book of Nehemiah, he actually responds. Nehemiah responds to news of the wall being broken down and the gates on fire through mourning and going to the Lord in fasting and prayer. And then we'll see later on in Nehemiah 9 that that same modeling that Nehemiah did for his people, the Israelites follow that model and that example and join in fasting and prayer. And so it is a practice that engages us and encourages us to bring ourselves to a place of humility and acknowledgement of our need for God to sustain us and supply us with what we need, whether it be our food or drink, or some people like to fast things like shopping or chocolate or desserts, or maybe it's television or use of the computer or video games, or whatever it may be that you tend to spend a lot of time doing and a lot of energy in, so that when you do give it up, you feel the discomfort of it and you're able to use that time to reflect on why it affects you, and then to give that up to the Lord. So we encourage you to take a look at that calendar. And in Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, he actually addresses fasting and what our attitude should be like as we enter into fasting. And in Matthew 6:16, it says, "When you fast, do not look somber as the hypocrites do, for they disfigure their faces to show others they are fasting. Truly, I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you fast, put oil on your head and wash your face, so that it will not be obvious to others that you are fasting, but only to your Father who is unseen. And your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you." So we pray that in this Lenten season, as you make a decision of what you're going to fast, that the Lord will see your fasting and that he will reward you, and that those fruits will be everlasting fruit of his Spirit. So we pray for you, and we ask for you to join us in prayer this week for the people of Ukraine, as well as just the people in Europe. It's just a really difficult time. And we pray that as you enter into it, that the Lord will inspire you and give you hope, and also motivate you and encourage you in how you can be his difference maker, his game changer in this world. So we look forward to hearing from you and what the Lord is doing in your life through fasting and prayer. Have a blessed week.